I'm here at the SPCA, and we're going to be talking about holiday safety for your pets coming up in the 7th hour, but coming up in just a few moments, we're going to talk about some cats that are available for adoption. Thanks very much, guys. Yeah, the cute factness times 3.
Yes.
Kim, we're here at the SPCA. We're going to talk holiday safety coming up in the 7 o'clock hour, but you have an urgent need to be getting these cats to some home.
Yes, they need to be home for the holidays. They really do. These 3 guys were living in a car, so their caregiver could no longer care for them. It was cold. Living in a car is no place for anybody, so they brought them into us, and hopefully we can find a home for them together.
All right, so we've got 3, and they're kind of roaming around, so Nelson will try to show you who we have here. What do people need to know? I mean, obviously we're talking about forever homes for these cats. What do they need to know if they're going to have multiple cats specifically?
Well, when you have multiple cats, you want to make sure that you have, the rule is 1 litter box per cat plus 1. So if you have 3 cats, 4 litter boxes in the home. You want to make sure the locations are good for the cats, thinking about just how they get along socially. Cats don't take roommates as easily as dogs do, so just being aware of how they're getting along, and if they have space, they need space.
Now again, we've talked about having forever homes for these pets. You still have the same criteria as far as our adoption, but there is an incentive if someone happens to have the space and the desire already to have 3 cats.
Well, even with 2, when we have 2 bonded, we like to keep them together, so it's one, usually for adoption fees are full price, and then the second one is half. I'm thinking today what we should do is really to get these 3 guys into a home. If somebody can take 3, with our 3rd little guy, we wouldn't even charge for adoption fee.
So you'll forfeit the adoption fee for that. Well, if you want to find out more about these particular cats, and of course all the regular criteria applies, Jody and Riaz, people can go to the SPCA website. They can make their way here to see these little 3. And if you have the space and the desire, wouldn't it be nice to keep them together?
Yes.
Oh, what's better than 1 Chihuahua? How about 3? Oh, they're so nice here. Yes, we're here at the SPCA where these 3 little guys, they need a forever home. We're also going to talk about holiday safety for your pet. Coming up next on BT. Stay with us. How about a kiss? How about a kiss? How about a kiss?
A wild pack of family dogs can run.
Oh, aren't they adorable? 3 of them, and we're chilly outside, and something about Chihuahuas, they're always a little bit shaky.
I know, a little nervous. Don't know what's going on.
Tell us about these 3 guys.
So these 3 guys are the last of we had 15 small dogs come in last month. These are the last 3 that are still waiting for their home.
Oh, and what do we need to know about small dogs?
Small dogs, cold weather, be careful. Be careful. Even sitting down on your couch, you may not think of it. If they're cuddled up on the blanket and you sit down, you gotta be careful you don't sit on them. But easygoing. These dogs haven't been carried around. They're normal little dogs that are looking for, loving homes.
I think Nelson, our camera operator, is looking for a little pet to add to his forever home. Let's talk about the holidays. Obviously, we've got this beautiful Christmas tree in behind us. This is very pet friendly. Of course, we've got some little toys on there. You're always looking for donations. Yes,
for the animals, always for toys, treats, anything and everything.
But what do we need to know as far as things to be careful of?
Well, you want to be careful with plants. Make sure your animals aren't getting into eating them. Tinsel, this little tinsel, although very pretty, you want to be careful the dogs or cats aren't playing with it and then eating it and ingesting it, because then you're going to end up at the vet. Plastic, even your ornaments, you want to make sure that they're not breakable, because if they drop and break, the animals are going to be stepping in it or maybe licking and grooming themselves. Even your trees, when you're decorating your trees, try and keep your decorations up high so that the dogs and cats can't get at them. Your water and your if you have a live tree, the stuff you put in to preserve it, be careful, because what happens if your cat goes in there and drinks, or your dog?
Right.
Yeah, and chocolate, bones, your bones that when you're eating your dinner, put in the garbage, put it up, because you just never know, and you don't want to spend your holidays at the emergency room.
You sure don't. For more details, of course, on all things to do with animals, you have a great website which has lots of great tips as well, especially for the holiday season. And Michelle, the first thing that Kim said is, I think that Michelle needs one of these little guys.
Kim knows.
How about a couple of them?
Kim?
Oh, look at, they're so nice.
I always get nervous. Oh, I thought you were going to get a smooch there.
Oh, look at this. Oh, we have Lexus coming up right away here on Breakfast Television Live from the SPCA. Plus, we're going to talk about some of the great fundraising efforts that they have coming up this month. Stay with us. You're watching BT. Yeah, speaking of a great girl, this is Lexus, Kim. Tell us a little bit about Lexus.
Lexus is about 7. This is as close as you're going to get with like a perfect dog. She's really, really, really nice. She's gentle. She's what we call a soft dog. maybe no small animals like cats, but people, my gosh, she's just love. Look how gentle she is.
Very gentle. How did you come across to get Lexus?
She came from one of our other shelters, so she was transferred down here for adoption. And don't let her fool you. She's being very calm right now, but she's when she sees things that make her happy, she gets really, really excited really quickly. So she needs somebody who's active and outgoing and wants to do fun things with their dog.
And if she was adopted, she'd be really happy, so she'd be excited. And why wouldn't you want her to be excited about that? You guys have a lot of great fundraising efforts that are happening right now. I happen to be wearing a scarf where 100% of the proceeds will go to the Vancouver SPCA.
Yes.
It's 1 for 15 or 2 for 20, and they have several different styles. What else do you have going on, Kim?
Oh, geez, we're always like fundraising. This week actually we're doing we have a weekly food bank, pet food bank for people downtown, or for anybody who's in need. They can come down to see us down on Powell Street. We're running our free vet clinic, and we're doing photos with Santa for anybody who's downtown who maybe can't get to one of the other locations to do photos with Santa. So those are free too, no donations, nothing. It's just come down and get pictures with Santa.
Excellent. Well, for more details on those fundraising efforts, of course, you can make your way here to the SPCA or go to their website. And if you want to adopt Lexus, Jody and Riaz, anyone at home wants to add Lexus to their family, they can, of course, come and check her out here at the SPCA in Vancouver. Speaking of need and love, this little guy does. This is Pierre. We're going to meet Pierre and some other cute, tiny adoptables that need adoption. Stay with us. You're watching BT. Hi, little guy. Oh, yeah, you want to crawl around, don't you? Okay, there you go. There you go.
Aren't they cute?
They are cute. We're talking about, of course, maybe adding to your home. And we should point out, too, pets, they're not Christmas presents.
No, they're commitments. It's long term, and holidays are a busy time, so you really have to be sure that you want to bring a pet into your home at this time, because I mean, you're off, but then you're doing parties, and then back to your work week is difficult. Adjustment for the animals.
You got someone nibbling on your ear. Under normal circumstances, Kim, that would be considered a bit of a pass. Let's talk about rats and dagoos. Of course, we got dagoos over there as well. Small little animals are great first-time pets, aren't they?
Yes. You know, we always say the rats they make the best first pets for kids because they're very social, they're very smart, they're adaptable, they can cope with a lot of things, and they're like a dog. They're as smart as a dog.
And we're looking at a dagu right now. What exactly are they in relation to maybe like something like a rat?
Well, they're almost like the kind of squirrel family. They're can be difficult to take care of. Also, their diet, like rabbits, is primarily the hay, the pellets, no sugars, no fruits. Even for we give them twigs for chewing because their teeth need to be worn down constantly. I don't know if you can see the little guy. He's got one that was overgrown. But yeah, you want to be careful with their diet. That's where the rats, they can eat what we eat, and you can just train them, and they're just very social.
And you still need to be careful around Christmas time. Yes. Tinsel, glass balls breaking, all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely, with these guys. And remember, these guys are into everything. So you want to have them out and supervise them when they're out. And look how cute.
Oh, so cute. By the way, Jody and Riaz, of course, everyone can go to the SPCA website for more details on adopting any of these for, perhaps in addition to your home. But Nelson Wong, you can't appreciate how big a deal this is that he's in here with me. He doesn't like rats at all. Nelson, come on. No. Really? Here you go. Nelson, come on.
No.
Dawn is like the rat whisperer right there.
I know everybody in the control room's like, she is so brave, she is a little crazy.
Oh, look, the rat likes Nelson.